Made to Stick, written by Chip and Dan Heath, is a book that delves into the science behind effective communication and how to make your ideas stick in the minds of your audience. Through numerous examples and case studies, the authors provide a clear and concise guide for anyone looking to improve their ability to communicate effectively. Top 5 takeaways. 1. The Success Framework. The authors introduce a framework for creating ideas that are simple, unexpected, concrete, credible, emotional, story-based. By following this framework, you can create ideas that are more likely to stick in the minds of your audience. 2. The Curse of Knowledge. The authors explain how those who have more knowledge on a subject often struggle to communicate their ideas effectively because they forget what it's like to be a beginner. By using concrete examples and analogies, you can overcome the curse of knowledge and better communicate your ideas. 3. The importance of storytelling. The authors highlight the power of storytelling in communication, explaining that stories are more likely to stick in our minds because they engage our emotions and provide a relatable context for ideas. 4. The use of emotions. The authors discuss the importance of using emotions in communication, explaining that ideas that appeal to our emotions are more likely to stick. 5. The importance of framing. The authors discuss the impact of framing on how an idea is perceived, explaining that the same idea can be seen as either beneficial or detrimental depending on how it is presented. One of the standout aspects of Made to Stick is the use of real-life examples to illustrate the principles being discussed. The authors use a wide range of examples, from the famous "I Have a Dream" speech to the story of a woman who successfully advocated for a change in hospital policy to save her newborn son. These examples help to bring the concepts to life and make them more relatable and easier to understand. The Success Framework introduced in the book is particularly useful for anyone looking to create ideas that are more likely to stick. By following the framework and making sure your ideas are simple, unexpected, concrete, credible, emotional, and story-based, you can create ideas that are more likely to be remembered and understood by your audience. The authors provide numerous examples of how to apply the framework in different situations, making it a valuable tool for anyone looking to communicate effectively. One of the key concepts discussed in the book is the curse of knowledge, which refers to the difficulty that those with more knowledge on a subject often have in communicating their ideas effectively to those with less knowledge. The authors explain that those with more knowledge often forget what it's like to be a beginner and struggle to relate to their audience. To overcome this challenge, the authors recommend using concrete examples and analogies to make your ideas more relatable and easier to understand. The authors also highlight the importance of storytelling in communication, explaining that stories are more likely to stick in our minds because they engage our emotions and provide a relatable context for ideas. They provide numerous examples of how to use storytelling to communicate ideas effectively, including tips on how to craft a compelling story and how to use storytelling to illustrate complex concepts. Another key concept discussed in the book is the use of emotions in communication. The authors explain that ideas that appeal to our emotions are more likely to stick, and provide examples of how to use emotions to make your ideas more memorable. They also discuss the importance of using emotions to create a sense of urgency, explaining that ideas that create a sense of urgency are more likely to be acted upon.